evening. And that is, again, going to be the Battletoads and the Balrogs are going to be the two teams you're going to see facing off here. Oh, is it? No, that's the captains, but the captains are that. Okay, cool. Okay, I've got Musa in my ear trying to tell me what is going on. And yeah, we'll just pretend that I had 100% knowledge of everything that was happening, and I definitely screwed that up. In any event, Anglers, Dire Wolves. By the way, while we were at it, MD Productions hopped into the chat. Dude, MD, are you here? And if so, how are things going? I see that you're muted right now in Discord. I'm just going to keep talking until you manage to unmute yourself.
Listen. I definitely was not muted on accident or anything. It was totally on purpose.
Oh, that makes complete sense.
Totally on purpose.
That's 100%. That's what I would see. Anyway, man, how are things going tonight? How you doing, bud?
Doing pretty good. Washing my work clothes, so I'm having to stay up a little bit later because I had all day to do it, and I decided to procrastinate and not do it. But, you know, the usual.
Oh, that's the absolute best thing to do, man. But hey, I'm glad you're able to come and hang out with me. So we've got a matchup between the Anglers and the Dire Wolves. 35-17 are the Anglers. 30-22 are the Dire Wolves. Again, looking for some great matchups here. Some excellent defense. Over 60 save is Pandas and level 76 Metapod. I don't know how you could possibly have the patience to get a level 76 Metapod. That's completely ridiculous.
That is an Everstone on that Metapod if I ever saw one.
Yeah, that's completely nuts, dude. Man, can you imagine the number of times you'd have to use Harden?
Apparently,
at level 76.
Apparently, Mudkip says 34 and 22 actually for the Dire Wolves, I believe.
What? That's nuts. Silly API from Musa, not doing the things that it's supposed to do. But right. That's okay. That's okay. By the way, MD, since you're in here, the lobby info is in StreamHub, so come and please join us.
Is it already up?
It is up.
Okay, I'll be there in a second.
Sounds good. While you're joining, we'll look at some more stats here. I know how much you guys love stats. 48 assists by level 76 Metapod. Also completely ridiculous. He's got more assists by himself than any two people on the team that they are playing, except for Shadow Age. Shadow Age got 27. Lots of goals there for both teams as well. Pandas with 59, leading the way for the Anglers. Mario is leading it for the Dire Wolves. Impaler V looks like probably a new addition to the Anglers. Only 3 games played up to this point. Not a whole lot of stats on his line. But either way, it looks like probably going to be a very good matchup between these both of these teams. I'm expecting a lot of saves, just like we saw in the last game. By the way, Shadow Aid, 52 saves. Didn't see that one.
Oh, Jesus. That's a lot of saves.
Yeah,
I mean, to be fair, you got 61 and 63 coming out of Pandas and Metapod, but still, like, good lord.
It's definitely going to be some intense matchups between these two teams. We're waiting on just one team to get in here and join the lobby, so we can get going. Get this minor matchup underway here. Match day number 14. All of the races are heating up here for the playoffs in RSC. All of the finals will be streamed right here on this channel. That's where we got all those exciting clips that you saw in that wonderful, wonderful introduction video. Those all came from our finals matchups. They're all on stream. They're all right here. Lots of good times there. I probably don't have a mod in the chat, otherwise I would update the caster command, but that's okay. That is okay.
RIP. It'll be fine. But side note, I can say I know at least 2 teams that have at least clinched a playoff berth in Major. Mostly because I'm on one of those teams.
Nice, dude. Congrats. All right, sweet deal. Looks like we've got finally everyone is in here in the lobby. We're ready to go. I'm ready to go. Let's get both teams going so that we can get these games underway for you guys.
Absolutely.
I'll hit
teams joining now.
Spectate button. You want to do some play-by-play, MD? It's been a while.
Oh boy, do you want me to?
Yeah.
Well, I'll do my best. I'm not warmed up whatsoever, but I'll do my best here. Panda's just flicking that over the top there. Marcus is able to get a nice clear to get it out of the way. Metapod waits for it, going to try to take control, gets a pinch with Marcus, this is going to be weird for me because my name is also Marcus, so saying that over and over is going to get really confusing after a while.
For sure.
Chamberoni was up for that, put it up on the ceiling, but Mario's just going to take control, misses his touch there, leaves it for Drumline, who's going to take it over Metapod. Trying to play with it on the wall now. Pandas comes and challenges him. Mario's up for it, puts it towards the net. Chamberoni's going to send this all the way out and down the field. Any thoughts on how this first minute's going so far here?
Looks like both teams battling a bit for position, trying to get, something going here underway. Just not able to connect with quite what they want, but that's all right. You got to adjust a little bit. You got to get warmed up. It's been a while, I'm sure, for both of these teams. So we'll see what they can do here in the next 4 minutes.
Pandas now has control of it, flips it over Mario. Chamberoni gets a demo, but he was a little too close with his teammate there, so the play kind of breaks apart. Marcus misses his touch there, uses all of his boost to try to get to that. Mario now has it, taking it up the wall. Chamber's going to clear that out. Drumline's there in the middle, but 50s with Metapod, and Meta wins that 50. Marcus going to wait, puts it right towards Chamber, but wins the next 50. Out of boost, though, so Metapod has all the time in the world to just take control of this ball. Gets a 50 with Mario. Pandas is going to send this back. Drumline scrambling a little bit. Pops it over to Chamberoni. Chamberoni tries to take a shot, but it's just going to float there. Drumline and Marcus get a little bit of teamwork going and clear that out.
Looks like some pretty good team play there. From the anglers, just not quite able to get that one to go. Only one shot so far from either team, and it was saved by Drumline Pro.
Mario going to send this to the middle. Metapod was there to meet him for it. Sends this all the way off to the left side, but Drumline's there for it. Chamber takes the dunk over Mario. Marcus is there waiting for it. Metapod's there on the wall, reads the touch all the way. Mario's going to take control of this, tries to get it past Pandas, who wins the 50. Drumline has it, puts it right into Chamber, and Chamber just pops it over him. Interesting pass over there. I think Drumline wants that back. Marcus is going to put this up on the wall now. Chamber has control. A little bit of a breakaway. Going to try to send this to the middle. Can't do anything with it, and it's sent out.
And I think what he meant to do there on the previous possession was just rotate out. Ended up touching the ball. Lasered it across the net. And unable to connect with any of his teammates. There's a big demo right underneath the ball. And Mario clears it away. 2 minutes to go.
Strong play so far, though. I mean, it feels like both teams are just kind of feeling each other's out, not exactly sure what to do in the situation. Chamber gets a big demo onto the back post there. Nothing doing there. Drumline's going to clear this out. Mario and Pandas get connected together there. Drumline puts that over the net. Nobody there for it, unfortunately, and Chamber's just going to take this. Mario beats him all the way to the wall. Try to play with this, has nothing to do with it. Gets a slight touch. Drumline's there. Metapod is also there. Chamber's got an open net, I believe. Nope, Mario is there for the save.
The color commentator typically is the one who's going to give you the expert analysis. But we got Tony Delatorre out in the chat. Lets us know his expert analysis of this game. He says whoever scores the most goals probably ends up winning this match.
Great color commentary from Tony there. Expert analysis. Why don't you get in the casting booth there, Tony? Drumline, putting that towards the middle. Metapod gets a save. Marcus is there waiting for the touch. Just kind of bumping everybody around. Still nothing going. 45 seconds left to go. Still nothing on the board. Mario's going to try to do something with that now, but Metapod is there for it. Drumline's going to wait for it to drop, leaves it for Marcus. He's going to try to take control of it. Chamber beats him to it. Pandas beats Mario to that ball, but luckily Drumline was all the way back waiting for the touch. Drumline now putting that
30 seconds to go. And still a 0-0 tie.
Marcus puts that all the way in the middle. Mario's up for it. Gets towards the net. Goes off the post. Drumline is there to put a shot on net, but Metapod with the nice save. Panda's now sending it all the way over to the into the Direwolves corner. Chamber misses a touch there. It gets a pinch right there in the Direwolves half. Mario puts a shot on net, and oh my goodness, I know he wants that back.
An unbelievable bar down would have been in, but time expires. We only had 5 total shots in this game. 4 of them have been saved. Completely ridiculous play here from both teams, just fighting for possession. Overtime it is.
Mario's going to pop that back to Drumline. Drumline tried to do something with it, but Metapod just challenges him for it, puts it over to Pandas. Pandas trying to get that over to Metapod. Metapod with a shot, and it is in, and finally the defense broke down.
It's amazing how, it took 5.5 minutes for just enough of an opening, and it was still almost safe. Tried to sneak it in near post, wasn't able to get that one done. Anglers taking game number 1. That was intense. I expect to see more of this going forward.
Absolutely. In the words of just being in comp, that was a sweaty match. Like, that was good lord.
Extremely sweaty.
Very, very sweaty.
Not trying to update the title.
You're definitely not trying to.
Definitely not trying to do that right now.
Good lord.
Because I definitely didn't forget to do it before this game started.
It's fine. It'd be like that sometimes. But no, absolutely great play from both sides. It's just the Anglers happen to be the team to get it done this time around for this match.
Yeah, they just snuck that one out. Level 76 Metapod, showing how it be 348 on the scoreline. Just missed the cycle, missing that assist. We had 2 saves on the board as well. Really well played, though, by both teams. We'll see if the Dire Wolves can answer here. Game number 2 of this 4-game set in minor.
Just noticed there on the stat line that both teams actually equaled each other shot for shot. There was 3 shots on net. It just so happened that one shot happened to go in for the Anglers on that one.
And sometimes that can be all the difference. We had 2 games for us in Prospect actually ended in a 1-0. The other game was 5-3, and the other game we got blown out 4-0. So sometimes that's just how things go.
Yeah, just a little bit. But here's the start of game 2 here. Anglers already trying to make a strong statement, but nothing doing there. Mario's going to try to take control of this. Metapod's there to meet him in the middle, puts a shot off the post, really wants that one back. Pandas is there, going to put it back towards the middle. Metapod's up again, and finally, right off the bat here, the Anglers are going to get the first shot.
And really well done by them. The pass again to Metapod, knocking that one a sea of defenders. Everyone trying to fall into the net. He finds the one spot that they're not, and the Anglers take the 1-0 lead.
Alrighty. It's been a while since I've actually casted over here for RSC, so I'm a little rusty. Not only that, like I said, trying to do all this extra stuff. Pandas puts a quick shot towards the net, gonna try to pop this out for Metapod, unable to do it. Just gonna leave it now, so Mario's gonna take control. Chamber wanted to do something, but Mario pops it over him, pass off the post. Metapod was there for it though. Marcus has it, wants to flick it, but loses control of the ball. Thankfully, Drumline is there for it. Puts it off the post again, and Mario's a quick shot. Chamber, luckily, there in net, just waiting for it.
Good positioning by him to make sure that one did not go into the net. Sitting right in the middle. Really good positioning. Marcus is going to take over on offense. What Panda?
Wide open net there for the Dire Wolves as they put an easy one into the net. I believe they had one person that was pushed up a little far due to a demo off of that one.
Yeah, that sounds about right. The free real estate right there. Net wide open. 1-1 tie. This is exactly what we expected from both of these teams.
Suddenly we're back to a tie game. And after both teams going nearly scoreless for 5.5 minutes, suddenly in this first match we got both teams with a point on the board. So already seeing the aggression come out of both sides as Drumline helps Mario there with a little bit of a push on that 50. Chamber trying to do something with it, misses his touch. Metapod has to come up and do something with it. Mario over to Drumline. Drumline puts that wide. Maybe trying to stretch the defense a little bit. Marcus is there for it. Metapod gets an awkward touch, but Chamber is there for it. Drumline trying to beat Chamber, but Chamber puts it right over the top of him. Chamber tried to go for a bump, misses. Pandas is going to put this off towards the wall. Metapod is there for it, but gets in a 50 with Marcus. Mario has control of it. Chamber puts that past him. Drumline trying to do something with it. Metapod puts a shot on target. Marcus is back in the net to clear that out.
Yeah, I really enjoy the fact that we're sitting here, we're having a good time with all 55 viewers, and Twitch chat is doing two things. Talking about chemistry and complaining that they can't see people's names on the field. That's it. Like, literally the only two things that are being said. Good job, guys. I appreciate you.
Have Musa in our ear saying that you're also talking about biology.
Chemistry, baby!
But, Musa, apparently you must have pressed some buttons. They can't see the name tags.
That honestly happened to me before as I was trying to cast in this game. I was so confused until I managed to get them to come back on. It was impossible to figure out who was who.
It's alright, it's alright. There was a little bit of back and forth for about a couple of minutes there, and finally, still, even some more back and forth. There's a little bit of ping pong going back and forth between each side. Panda's trying to do something with it there. Metapod puts it into the corner, waiting for somebody to do something with it, but Drumline's going to take this all the way back to the Angler's half. Drumline with a shot towards the net. Thankfully, Chambers there for the clear.
You know, these two teams clearly from the first minute or so of this game did not want to have another 0-0 overtime, but at the rate we're going, it looks like they're going to settle for a 1-1 overtime.
I mean, it's an overtime.
Hey, that's what we like to see here. Keep the adrenaline up for both teams, popping off on stream. Hey, if they're going to make the playoffs, they're going to be on stream anyway. Now's as good of a time as ever to get used to the nerves playing in front of a crowd.
Pretty much. Pandas with an excellent 50 off of the aerial there, but not able to do anything with it. Metapod puts a shot towards the net. Mario clears this out. It's a little bit awkward. Marcus finally clears it out, but Chamber gets a nice demo, so they got a reset on defense here. Metapod with no boost. Mario's just going to take it. Drumline is there for it. Puts it off the wall. Mario there for another touch. It's a little slow, so Pandas will get an easy clear.
And now 39 seconds to go. Dire Wolves trying to put something in the middle of the pitch. Anglers trying to put something in the middle of the pitch. Both teams fighting for possession. Anglers have 7 shots at this point. Dire Wolves already now playing some excellent defense. Got 6 saves themselves.
Might want to make that 8 shots now for the Anglers as they put another shot towards the net on that previous possession. Open net opportunity here, but Marcus is able to get back in time. Chamber going for a demo, misses the demo. Mario and Drumline are both committing on that. Drumline gets the save. Drumline has it now, tries to get past Chamber. Chamber going to send that all the way back to the Dire Wolves' house. Will we get another overtime? And we will.
At that second last play, right at the end, 5 seconds to go, I saw that developing. I saw 2 people in net, a little bit of confusion, was very, very worried that there was going to be a goal scored right there. Just like that open net, I thought there was going to be a goal scored. And that one off the corner and up and around, and that one is out as well. 15 seconds in, we've already got a very, very intense overtime.
These teams are certainly putting on a show for us. Wonder what the script was today. If we're seeing 2 overtimes already, I definitely was not ready for that. And an unfortunate miss from Drumline, and the Pandas is just going to backflip that into the net.
I thought for sure after that unfortunate miss by both guys, it's sitting in front of the net. It didn't hit anything. I thought for a second there, hey, you know what? That one might not actually go in. No one might actually end up going and scoring this one. But the Anglers are able to come up, knock that one to the back of the net, score the goal, and take game number 2 away from the Dire Wolves, now up 2-0 in the 4-game set.
Dire Wolves have got to be scratching their heads a little bit there. Drumline, I know, not happy that he missed that save. I mean, it was a slow shot, so he had plenty of time, but he just whiffed a little bit, and these things do happen. You can't beat yourself up over it. All the Dire Wolves can do now is regroup and get themselves ready for the next game and hopefully bring out a 2-2 at the very least.
And they're playing this Anglers team very, very tough. Not quite getting, maybe the level of shots that they want, maybe a little bit too much pressure from the Anglers, but they're right in this one. There's no reason that this Direwolves team cannot beat this Anglers team. They're there. They're doing what they can. I like what I'm seeing so far. One maybe a little adjustment here, one a little adjustment there. They'll be right back in this one. They've got the defense. They've got the offense. Just a matter of actually taking a game. You know what I haven't said for a while, everyone out there watching our stream currently? If you want to join RSC, you can do !Discord in the chat, and that will let you know what it is. Nightbot also doing us a big ol' solid and letting you know what our Discord is every once in a while. You can join us. You can meet up with some people. If you're sick of solo queuing, just like I was, you'll find a ton of people to queue with at literally every single skill this game has to offer. Strongly recommend it.
It is definitely a fun time, and honestly, as someone who's spent most of their time solo queuing, even just being on a team is pretty nice. Like, it's just nice to have people around my skill level or even better than my skill level and playing against them. Just, it's a good way to improve the game. Metapod with a quick shot on net, and then as he rotates out, gets a demo on Marcus. Drumline putting that back towards Marcus. Bad touch, though, as Chambers ready for it. Chamberoni gets a demo on Mario now, and looks like the Anglers are coming out with a little bit more fire as they're bringing the aggression, coming out with demos just back to back.
Yeah, the aggression is something that's definitely going to help open up the field a little bit, make it a little bit easier to score. No defender there to stop the ball. Now that is some top-level analysis for you.
Can't save the ball if you're not there.
That's true.
Speaking of which, Metapod. Curse of the Commentator, everybody.
We had a really good Curse of the Commentator in our first match. I'm really glad that we had one in the second match because it helps me know that this is still my fault.
I don't think looking there that I saw anybody in the net at the time, but I could be wrong. Maybe the defensive rotations were a little bit off and they just didn't get back to the net quite in time. Speaking of which, that ball gets boomed all the way back. Thankfully, Marcus was back there. Pops it by Chamberoni, but loses the 50 to Pandas. Now Mario has it. Picks up some boost. 50s with Metapod on the wall there. Marcus with a nice 50, but unable to do anything with it. Drumline's going to put that back in, but it puts it wide. Mario has it again. Somehow gets the ball to stop in the net, in the middle of the net, and Metapod able to get the save and clears it out.
Liking what I'm seeing so far here from both teams. Trying to make something happen here. Game number 3, Metapod with the shot on target, Drumline Pro with the save.
I feel like the Direwolves are just kind of doing all they can here. I mean, Anglers are putting some banging shots on target. I mean, Metapod already has 4 shots to his name. So, and Mario doing the heads-up play there, demoing Metapod, but Metapod spawns back just in time on that open net and clears it out once again.
I can guarantee you he's
got on the goalie there and
post.
Mario.
That was well played. Really good bump. You get Pandas out of the way, open up the net, put that one in, and here we go, tied up 1-1 just around halftime.
I swear to God, if all these games go into an overtime, this will be like kind of insane. Right as I say that, Metapod carries it all the way off the wall himself and just, oh, never mind, that wasn't off the wall. He popped it up and just followed it up.
A really excellent shot placement there by Metapod. Put it in the top left-hand corner where no one was able to get up there, make that save. A great answer there to the goal that was just scored, now 2-1. And that one's open again. Chamberoni able to knock that one away and take over.
Chamberoni 1 of 50 there. That put it all the way into the Direwolves half. They were trying to go for a demo there on the goalie, but goalie got out of the way. Mario's up for it. Thinks better of it. Drumline puts a shot under the upper 90, and I believe that Metapod put that into the net. I don't know who that was. About to find out. Who put that into the net? Oh, it was Pandas trying to get the quick
Pandas
save.
trying to get the pinch there and knock that one out. Ends up, unfortunately, own goaling. But that evens up the score, gets us one step closer to a third overtime. Nope. Pandas makes up for it over the top, into the back of the net. He scores. He's celebrating. He's really glad he answered that one back quickly.
Just had to get a little bit of redemption there after pitching it into his own net. Just nothing you can really do besides just keep playing and just try to keep this from going to another overtime. You really don't want that again. And Drumline with an open net, and suddenly we have a scoring fest on our hands.
The answers by both teams. Neither team wants to be the one that is losing in this one. Shot for shot, like watching a tennis match. Now, I know that this is Soccar, not sock tennis.
Listen, I don't even know if they could reasonably do a you know what? Don't tempt Psionics. They'll probably find a way to do it. I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
I would love to see Lethamyr make a tennis. I know they did ping pong. It was fun, and I know that they did actual pong, like the video game pong. That one was interesting, but I didn't like it. He makes some absolutely ridiculous maps and content and stuff. If you guys haven't seen what he's putting up, you definitely should go see it.
Isn't there also like a portal map?
Yes, the portal map. It's a good time.
Wouldn't know this as I am a console pleb. Anyway, back to the gameplay. Drumline's trying to do something with it there, runs out of boost, leaves it for Mario. Marcus is going to take control of it now, wants to try to get this over to the net, does. Mario's there for it, and the Direwolves take their first lead.
You like to see that, fighting back in this one, making sure that they finally get up in this one. Excellent goal scored there. And the stat lines right now for both teams kind of ridiculous, but definitely keeping this one interesting with 1 minute and 10 seconds left to play.
Chamber was trying to answer back there, but was getting bumped by, I believe, Marcus, just trying to keep him from answering back way too quickly. Metapod trying to put a shot on net. Mario's there for the clear. Over to Marcus. Marcus puts a quick shot on net. Chamberoni's there for the save. Metapod and Mario in the corner. Chamber gets beat by Drumline to the ball. Pandas is there for it. Mario's going to try to do something with it now. Keeps it low. Now pops it up. Waiting to see if one of his teammates is there. They're both out of the play right now, so settles to just get back into the play. Drumline will take it. Marcus is putting a shot towards the post there. Wanted to double tap to put it into the net, but unable to do anything with it. Metapod trying to beat Drumline there, and it's all Direwolves right now as they are keeping it locked in this Angler's corner.
And this could definitely prove to be dangerous. All this pressure is not going to be good. Finally, a little bit of relief, but not a ton. The Direwolves now up 4-3. See if they can make it.
All they need now is Metapod puts a quick pass to the middle, and Chamberoni misses, and the Direwolves will take game number 3.
I cannot believe he just missed that one. That would have been the even up goal. Send this one into 3-for-3 overtime. Instead, the Direwolves take game number 3 away from the Anglers. They're going to avoid the sweep. They get to now push for the split. Definitely going to make things a bit interesting. While we are at it, I saw Bad Sad in the chat with the shout out. How's it going, man? Good to see you here. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Oh man. So that was definitely a stark change from the first 2 games where we had double overtimes, but both teams once again putting on a scoring shootout. Direwolves just barely outshooting the Anglers here.
Yeah, the 10 shots to 8. If you can believe that, you know, the highest scoring player in the lobby was level 76 Metapod. Gets the cycle. Unfortunately, unable to get the MVP in a losing effort. And Pandas put up 400 points of his own.
It's all right. He might not have had the MVP of being on the losing team, but he knows he's the MVP. He has the most points.
That's 100% how that works. Game number 4, last one of the night. Anglers, Direwolves. I'm tripping. This is MD. He's on the play-by-play. Musa is casting. Here we go.
Musa's not casting, he's streaming. Excuse
Same,
you.
Same thing.
It is not the same thing.
100%
Drumline,
the same thing.
Drumline trying to do something there, but Chamberoni shuts him down immediately. Metapod puts that over to Chamber. Chamber puts a shot on net. And oh man, I can already see how this is gonna go.
The answer right away. Metapod with a touch off the side. A great pass through the middle. Mario's unable to keep up with it. Chamberoni smacks it down. The Batmobile power. 1-0 Anglers.
Chamber with the hashtag pre-flip gang. Mario trying to answer right back. Crossbar, unfortunately. Both defenders just kind of flailing around there as Marcus is going to take control. Drumline puts a shot over towards Mario, but Mario's unable to get to it. Pandas will clear that out. Marcus backflips into it. Wanted to try to get it cleared out, but Pandas was there for it. Marcus is now sending it all the way into the Anglers' half. Metapod's going to try to control this. Can't do it. Marcus was there, but Pandas clears it out. Drumline now sees an open net in front of him, pops it over. Chamber wants to get another touch, but unable to. Mario there for the cleanup.
Great possession there by the Direwolves to answer back before the end of the first minute. You know Drumline wanted that second touch after it went off the backboard, unable to get up there. But hey, you know what? It doesn't matter because Mario's there, puts that one in, gives Drumline the assist.
Gotta fill up those stat lines. The assists, honestly, people don't understand how much assists like really just kind of bring up the morale of the team. Like even if you don't get this, even if you personally don't get the score, if you can get a nice assist to your teammate, there's just good team chemistry that comes from all that.
Always good to hit those passes.
Absolutely. Marcus and Drumline with a little bit of miscommunication there. Marcus is gonna flick this over to the net. Wanted to get it past Metapod, was unable to. Pandas has control of it, gonna pop it over. Marcus there for the nice save.
Really good solo play there by Panda, just unfortunately unable to make its excellent defense there by the Dire Wolves to keep that one out, keep this game tied at 1 apiece.
Marcus and Chamber get a 50 in the midfield, which sends it all the way into the Angler's corner. Chamber flicks it past one. Drumline puts a shot on target, but Pandas is there. Chamber gets a demo, which takes Marcus out of the play, but then misses the touch. And then Pandas gets bumped by Drumline. Chamber putting it into the corner. Mario pops it up. Marcus is there for it. Can he get another touch? No. Drumline is there for it, but Metapod meets him to it. Clears it out, but Drumline comes again from out of nowhere. Mario puts a shot towards the post. Chamberoni is there. Loses the 50 a little bit. Metapod misses. Pandas is going to put this back into the corner and try to reset.
A good move by him to go back, get some boost, reset, but then immediately gets demoed, and a shot is on target from Marcus. That does not pay off for Pandas. Direwolves capitalize on that one. An excellent demo, an excellent shot from Marcus from the midfield into the center of the net. 2-1, the Direwolves looking for the split series.
Direwolves suddenly bringing out the aggression that the Anglers were showing last match, bringing out some demos of their own, just not wanting to drop this game. They don't want to go 3-1. They're trying to get this split, and they are definitely fighting for it. Drumline misses his touch there. Looked like Metapod beat him to the ball. Mario sends that all the way into the Anglers' half. Metapod sends it back with a bit of a Cookser pinch. Marcus misses his touch there. Chamber has it. Wants to play with it, but Drumline just says, "No, I'll take that right off the top of your car. Give me that open net. Free real estate, everybody."
Hey, I'm so glad somebody besides me decided to say that one. Direwolves put a third one into the back of the net. Drumline Pro with the goal. 1 goal for everyone on the Direwolves, sharing the wealth a little bit in this game number 4.
Man, if you wanted to hear me say that, you should have watched the RSC versus RLPC stream. I had to say free real estate a couple of times.
Oh, man, I'm so upset I wasn't able to come to that one. I really wanted to cast that one as well, but unfortunately it was unable to.
Well, be glad you didn't. It went super long. Like, it was almost 1 in the morning by the time I got done. Yeah, it went a lot longer than I thought it would.
Shock of all shocks.
Right. Mario has it now. Demos Metapod on his way in, but Metapod gets it into the Direwolves half. Chamberoni is going to try to do something there, but unable to. Metapod back with it, no boost. Tries to doink it over Chamberoni with a shot, and Chamberoni brings the lead down to 1.
Metapod got stuck on top of that ball with no boost after Chamber had gone for it. And unfortunately, that one goes in for the Direwolves, a bit out of position. The Anglers now 1 goal deficit. A minute and 16 seconds to catch up and get on top of this one.
Got plenty of time to do it. Metapod answering immediately, but Panda's unable to put something into the net. Chamber wanted to pinch that. Doesn't quite get the pinch he wanted. Metapod sends that over to him. He was going to try to pinch that back out, but didn't get the touch he wanted as he was getting a little bit attacked there in the pressure zone. Metapod trying to do something with it now. Keeps control of it. Pops it over 1. Chamber is up again, but an amazing 50 from Mario sends that packing.
And Mario wanted to make sure that there was no offensive ability there on that one. 35 seconds to go. Anglers trying to take the 3-1. Direwolves looking for the split.
Chamberoni fakes 2, passes it back to Metapod, but Drumline says, no, I'll take this once again. Pandas is there for it. He's going to try to carry this himself. It's a wide open net. Mario is there for it. Finally pushes it off to the side and then pushes Pandas into the ball to clear it out again. Drumline with a log clear with 10 seconds to go. All they had to do is keep it up, and Drumline reads the touch. Chamberoni missing the touch off the backboard and puts it away with the dagger.
A booming clear that never touched the ceiling, and Chamberoni, unable to make the read on the backboard, drops right down in front of the net. Drumline is there, puts it in, and like you said, 2 goals, 5 seconds to go. That's a dagger if I've ever seen one.
I've seen crazier things, but even I will say it's not easy to come back from a 2-goal deficit with 5 seconds to go, and the Dire Wolves will take this to a 2-2. They've got to be proud about that, because the games they lost, they were close.
Yeah, they should certainly be proud of themselves for that one. Yes, the first 2 games, a little bit uglier, lost them in overtime. I said the Dire Wolves could certainly put up some good games against the Anglers, could very easily win. They just make a couple small adjustments. Looks like they did. The offensive pressure was up. The physicality of the game was up. Direwolves took it to the Anglers in the last 2 games. Looked very, very good. And these 2 teams, I expect to see both of them in the playoffs. And boy, is that going to be interesting when we get to that point in about a little over a week.
Absolutely. So it's been a fun time. I know I came in here kind of late, but I enjoyed doing it. Nice to be with you as usual, Trippin'.
You as well, man. It's always fun casting with you. Always fun having Muta in our being a big old jerk. It just happens all the time. He's such a jerk. Hey, thank you guys in the chat for hanging out with us. We really appreciate it. Thanks for all the shout outs and love. A crap ton of Twitch Prime in this stream as well. Everyone here at RSC really appreciates you guys doing what you guys do, hanging out, having a good time. But hey, we will be back next week, Monday, match day number 15. Guys, I believe we also have some playoffs coming for you on Monday night. I'm pretty positive it is the amateur finals. You're going to want to be here for that. Cannot miss RSC playoff season before we get into our slightly extended off season and then into the 2020. And Cthulhu, I would gladly stream you if you had actually signed up in time, but you haven't. So if you want me to stream you, it's going to have to be on my stream. Sorry, bud.
R.I.P.
Anyways, for MD, for Musa, I'm Trippin'. Y'all have a great night. We'll see you next week.